Hola, ¿cómo está? From the Jimmy Pipes Network, Thursday morning. I'm Jimmy Pipes. I am. And this is Miss Audrey, special guest for today.
Hi.
She's awesome. All right, so it's a beautiful day, right? And we have Miss Audrey here. And just a quick, a lot of you people know Miss Audrey, but those of you who don't, like, you could look her up in the dictionary. You got to look under, like, look up no bullshit. You'll see a picture of Miss Audrey. Like, she's got, like, a counter for, like, she can sense it, too. So it's like, you could look that up. You'll see a picture of Miss Audrey. So that's who she is. Anyway, I respect her a lot. She's like royalty to me. It's like she sets a good example. And you know what she does? She lives life on life's terms. And while we're going through all this stuff, she hasn't had an easy time. You know, I know this lady. She's sober, though. It's like, she's sober. So it's like, I'm going to turn it over to her for a few minutes so she can tell you what's going on. And it's like, she's just a good lady, honest to goodness, one of the best ladies I know. That's the truth. Miss Audrey, what's going on?
Hi, Audrey, alcoholic addict. What's going on? Well, first of all, I'm a little nervous. It's very early in the morning, and I didn't. And that it really doesn't matter, because I'm a female. I'm a little vain. I care about the way I look. And then I said, you know what? It's what I'm saying is what matters. It doesn't matter how awful I look on these video things.
Don't look awful. Stop.
So right now I'm not really caring. I'm just, caring about getting a message through. Up until February 7th of 2020, I was happy. I was, I had a routine. I went to work every day. I had my meetings down. I had my friends in the meetings. Everything pretty much revolved around AA. And my call, I called him my husband. He called me his wife, because we were together for just under 11 years. And I went to work one day on February 7th. It was a Friday. I was getting paid that day. And we had our coffee that morning like we do every day. We were watching the news. We were talking about our political views, which him and I have the same political views. So there was never any arguing. Honestly. Went to work, got out of work, took the bus back to Babylon, made my 7:30 pit meeting, and was texting Carl, because Carl had a different meeting he was going to go to that night with his two friends, Mike and Vito. He couldn't wait to go to this other meeting. He was talking about it all throughout the week. So I'm texting him, are you going to the meeting? Did you go to the meeting? Are you okay? How come you're not answering me? Hello? Call. I'm starting to worry. This, that. So now my meeting ends at 8:30. Still no response from him. Now I have this sinking feeling in my belly. This is my best friend. The love I have for this man is, there are no words to express, and vice versa. He always said I was the best thing that ever happened to him, and I believe him. And he was the best thing that ever happened to me. We were so good together. He struggled in this process. He struggled. He had a hard time, but I was always there for him. So I went home that evening, got home around 8:45. I had one of our friends with us, and I opened up my apartment door, and Carl was on the floor, and I assumed, because he was struggling at this point, I assumed maybe he was drinking and he passed out. Over the 11 years I was with him, I have found him in similar situations where I'd nudge him and he'd get up and, he'd get up and I'd be irritated with him and, the whole nine. This time he didn't move. This time I got no reaction. And he's like 6'3". To me, he was this big, giant, beautiful structure of a man. He was a good man. He always made sure I was taken care of. And I knelt down and with my hand, I shook him. And he was cold. And I knew at that point that call was not there. And he wasn't coming back. And my life, everything, every happiness, all the joy, I was the type of person, I couldn't wait to get in the shower in the morning. I couldn't wait to get my day started. I couldn't wait to get dressed, do my girly things in the morning. And I just couldn't wait. And all that drained from me, seeing him in such a vulnerable spot on our living room floor. And I had to call the police. And how humiliating I felt for him because of the position he was in. I was so distraught that the very next morning at the 6 a.m. meeting, I went to that meeting and I shared and I said exactly how he passed away. And then I said to myself, why am I telling these people this? I shouldn't be telling them this. This is his Call's personal. Very defensive of Call, and I was always very defensive of Call because he did struggle and people judge. Just because we're in AA does not mean people don't judge. People judge, especially the ones that have, they come in, they have some time, and, people that go in and out. It's like the people who get it right away just don't understand the ones who go in and out for years. And I went in and out for a few years. And I loved Call with all my heart. My life has been turned upside down. This stupid virus, wearing a mask. I don't even wear the mask. I don't wear the mask. Okay. In 7-Eleven, I started wearing it just to respect the guys who work in there. If anyone thinks that this is the first pandemic we've ever had in this country, they're crazy.
Okay, but let's move to, today. It's a beautiful day. What would you say to the people that are going to be seeing this? Now, you know a lot of them. Is it safe outside, Audrey?
I feel it's safe.
Are you going to go up to somebody and let them sneeze in your eyeball or anything?
No.
Okay, so you'll probably be all right if you go outside today.
I'm outside every day. I walk around because I can't sit inside with myself anymore because I'm just so depressed. And I did join a bereavement group. But it's very depressing. So I'm outside all the time. I have my mask in my pocket in case I have a problem with, people getting all weird, like, oh, where's your mask? I'll put it on. And in some stores you can't go in without it, but I've been fine.
Well, you put that to the test, though, like I have. Okay. Let me just jump in for a sec. It's safe outside, okay? Oh, it's safe outside. You know what else? I was thinking, Audrey was sharing. Addiction destroys families, okay? That's what it does. It always did. It always will. It's always gonna. So if there's any question in your mind, regardless of what's going on right now, don't do it, okay?
Don't do it.
We don't think, right? We don't think about,
how I was left behind. Carl did not do this on purpose. He was not thinking that he was going to die that evening, but I'm left behind to pick up the pieces by myself. And it's the most painful thing I've ever gone through. I have actually had the thought of suicide in my head in the last 3 months.
Wow.
The only thing that has stopped me is the pain that I feel. I will be transferring this pain to my daughter, to my father, to my brother, to very close friends. I don't want them to feel the pain that I've been feeling. It's excruciating. Some things that I used to really love, have fun with, and care about, I don't care about right now. Maybe it'll come back. I hope it comes back. I'm alone a lot, but if you're thinking about picking up, or if you're even thinking about committing suicide because you're so depressed, call the suicide hotline. I've called the suicide hotline within the last 3 months.
Wow.
Because my world has been destroyed. I'm not angry at Carl. I don't blame him. I blame this monster that he has lived with for his entire life for 40 years. And he always told me that I was the best thing that ever happened to him. He would stay with me till the day he died. And he loved me with all his heart, and I loved him with all my heart. I believe that. And I know that that's what we had. We were best friends. His addiction destroyed it and has left me alone and took his life from him. Don't pick up. Your loved ones are going to be left behind, destroyed. They might not even be able to go to work. Their financial status could be destroyed because the depression doesn't allow you to continue with life the way you should to keep the roof over your head. In a way, this virus may have been a blessing for me because I don't think I would have been able to continue with work. I'm not the Audrey I was before February 7th, 2020. I want that person back. When I see people that I go to AA with, sometimes, like my friend Steve, he was always like, "Hey Audrey, how's it going?" And when he sees me now, he's like, "Hey Audrey, how you doing?" I want people to treat me the way they always have. But I'm sure it'll come back in time. It's still very new. This only happened February 7th of this year. If I look at on the outside, does not reflect how I feel on the inside. I feel awful, but I'm just one step in front of the other. I'm trying my best. Not always trying my best. Sometimes I'm trying my best. I just, I miss that man. I can't even express how much I miss when he came in through the door. "Hey, Mama, what do you want for dinner, Mama?" That man stood on our balcony every night waiting for me to get off the bus from work. He would take a walk around the complex, our apartment complex with me. Every night we would take a walk. Regrets of things I didn't get to tell him or explain to him. He was the best man I've ever known.
Audrey. He really was.
He was the best.
Yeah, we're gonna end it in a minute, but it's like, did you hear everything she just said? I knew Carl, okay? I was starting to get to know him. He lived right down the block from me. I was supposed to go to the 1:00 meeting. He texted me in the morning that same day. And then I never heard from him again. So it's like, I don't like that, okay? And now what? Who's next, like? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that way, okay? It's like the collateral damage is massive. It's something we don't consider, I think, when we go do this bullshit. So it's like, think about that. You know what I mean? Make a phone call. They talk about change a thought. Don't freeze. Just don't do it. Okay? You have all the help you need, even now. You got guys. I'm on the phone. I'll pick up, right, Audrey? I'll pick up.
Always.
Okay, so it's like Audrey will pick up too. Okay? Audrey cares. Audrey cares. I care. But we're not the only ones. Okay? So it's like, hang on. This whole thing, it's like Audrey just said, she's trying to turn a negative into a positive by riding it out, going day to day. You could clearly see that she knows what she's talking about. She's going to go outside today. She's going to get some fresh air. Okay, plus she's blessed because she gets to hang out with me sometimes. You think that's a good, so it's like, obviously she's doing well. No, but the bottom line is this. We're going to stay sober today for all the right reasons. I want to help. I want to make a difference. Okay, my kids will not suffer collateral damage today. There is no way I'm going back. Just so everybody knows. Okay? So it's like, well, that's it. But anyway.
Sorry if I went on a little too long.
She says sorry. She does. You didn't do anything. You did great. Audrey. Okay, bye from Jimmy Vibes Network. Bye.
Thanks for listening.
Okay, next time.